and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million.
I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane when she comes around.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On 2nd and 5 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlaying the interception into points. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Jukes out a one-stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He's going to throw this one. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 34. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He'll look to throw. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 13. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
3rd and long for him here. Has it downfield working the left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Finds a man right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete over the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field. thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And the defense brings him down before he can get close. They force the turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll return you to Detroit right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. That's complete right side. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has a hole left, room to run. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now looking to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Lions will go on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Catch made over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From the 18 on second down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pass play coming here. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second-quarter lead. Levis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. To the line they go. It's second down. He'll throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Going ground on first and goal. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it again. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They'll run now on second down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
They give it to him again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Running this one left. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Setting up the screen. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Dropping back to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd down from the gun. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. He's still going. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying for the deep ball. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field and keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fields it, and he's going to run this one back for the end zone. He's past the 30. Space on the right. He's got room at the 20. And this is a 9-point swing, everybody. He takes the missed kick all the way home and gets them a touchdown. Levis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Big gain downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. He's trying another one deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession of the football. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment, because they throw an interception and give the ball right back. And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago. Here he is to throw on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Seahawks have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had. The incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Throwing it again here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. Still working past the 40. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's going to push one deep down the right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. And they pick him off again. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Give now to the running back. He finds some space again. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions continue piling it on here in the fourth. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Pass play now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He'll throw again on second down. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Seahawks will trail by 25.
Seahawks 34. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions very close to an 11th win this season. 2nd and 3 now. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's good for the Lions.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Cut out left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Lions keep running away with this. Nevis with a point after. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead.
34.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Another throw here on 2nd down. A bit of desperation on the... Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.